Okay, so part two of how to actually let go and move forward from your past, right? I didn't think I would do a part two, but it turns out there's a ton of extra value which I didn't get round to film in the first video, and I wanted to add this for you, right? Which is a nice kind of quick add-on summary to part one, right? So if you haven't watched that, watch it first because it won't make sense otherwise. I'll just dive straight into it, which is a visualization, right? So for the people that really kind of vibe well with visualizations, I'll give you a visualization for free, which you can do, right? It won't be guided. It'll be something to do in your own time, which is once we've gone to the what, how, and when something got imprinted into us, and we get that really clear, we also, which is something which I didn't say in the first one, what we can also do is we can come up with the meaning behind what got imprinted into us, right? So in the first video, I gave an example of somebody's dad being really stressed about money and then them being really stressed about money, right? It's not necessarily what they saw, it's the meaning that you made out of it. That's the problem, right? So it's when you ask yourself, okay, so this is, so it was around when I was seeing my dad really stressed in money when I was like 6 or 7 years old, which is around the age where I started to understand what money was, right? Okay, what meaning did this experience or this culmination of experiences, what meaning did I create from this? Oh, well, I created the meaning that money is a scarce resource and I always need to manage it, otherwise I'm going to be poor, right? Now suddenly we have a much firmer grip onto the meaning that's running your life rather than just, oh, my dad was really stressed about money. Because it goes from something like that happened to us to a meaning that we created. Now, with this meaning that we created, you can do a visualization. And for those that aren't very visual, take the principles of what I'm saying, right? The meaning of what I'm saying. The meaning of what I'm saying, and apply it to whatever works best for you. But visualization is easier to kind of get your head around. So you have this meaning, and for a lot of people, you can kind of feel this meaning in your body or in your mind. Some people will be more cognitive, other people will be a mixture of both, or will be more symbolic, right? There's so many different modalities. It's part of my coaching. There's 7 different modalities of therapy, which my coaching is informed by, or part of my coaching is informed by. Only part of my coaching is kind of unconscious work. A big part of it is, but then it's also informed by, Buddhism and more conscious coaching. But you can be, any one of these 7 kind of modalities can be right for you, basically. So it can be somatic feeling, it can be more cerebral, more cognitive, right? Mind, it can be more symbolic. I'm much more symbolic. So it can be a symbol, but for this visualization, we're going to make it really visual, which is like, oh, this is the meaning, I can kind of feel it. And this is where I took it from, this experience. And maybe it's an image of your dad, like getting really stressed about writing down like finances for the month, right? Very simple. You just visualize taking this meaning that got given to you from this experience, and then you give it back to this experience. And it's that simple, right? Doesn't mean simple, doesn't mean fast. You might have to stay there for a little bit, right? And as that's happening, as you're giving it back, the main thing is you just want to try it first. Because through that motion, if there's something stopping you, that motion is going to expose it, and that's actually good. Because the only way through this healing is through the obstacle, right? So an obstacle might be, oh, but it just feels really hard to give it back. Okay, what makes it feel really hard? Again, this is why you should watch the first video, because it's those what, how, and when questions. Oh, well, it feels really hard because I have a big attachment towards my father, and I feel like if I give this back, then I give this stress back to him. Oh, okay, right. So you don't want to feel like you're giving this stress back to him. Oh, but did you see, this is what can start to happen. And then you can be like, oh, well, I'm just giving the meaning back, I'm not giving any stress back, right? So this right here is a key exercise that you can play around with when it comes to giving back a belief, right? First, you have to identify what it is and how it got there and when it got there. And then you feel how you're holding on to this meaning, or maybe it's more in your head or whatever. And then now you know where it came from, you can just hand it back. And it's that simple. Now, I'm leaving it I'm leaving it there because if I add any more explanation to this, because this is a beginner-friendly video, then it'll just get too complex and it'll confuse a lot of people, because that's what it does, even for my paying clients who've been doing this for months, right? It takes a little bit of time to get more fluent with this. So go and take that, play around with it, along with the concepts of part 1. This is part 2, like I already said. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm much more concerned about you asking questions in the comments than I am about you subscribing and liking, although those are very, I appreciate those as well, because that's how, I have no problem replying to the comments, and that's how you get more one-on-one personalized feedback. If you want even more one-on-one work, then I have my appointment link down below, my calendar link, where we can have like a 30-minute, very informal, no hard sales kind of chat around what your goals are, where you want to go, how exactly my method and coaching can help you. If you're not ready for that, no problem. I'm going to keep on releasing videos on my YouTube. And the next videos that will be released will be the rest of the mini-series, which will be about projections, which is kind of the reverse of what we just talked about here. Split ego states, which is what a lot of you will know as parts work. And then the fourth one will be a more general kind of beginner to intermediate video around how it is that you can actually start, like some big principles about how you can actually communicate with yourself and heal through that communication, through self-talk, right? But that's it for today. Hopefully this was very helpful for you. Any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will get back to you. And have a great day. Okay.